Hey guys, and welcome back to Premier League Player of the Week with episode number 11. This week we didn't see as many teams scoring a lot of goals, but two of those contending at the top had big scorelines once again, providing a potential winner each. I think there are only three players to choose from really, but they did display a lot of quality this week. Chelsea got themselves at the top of the table briefly on Saturday after they beat Everton 5-0, but Liverpool matched their win the next day to put themselves above. Chelsea have now gone 5 straight league games without a loss, and a massive part of that has been down to Hazard. We've seen with previous Chelsea seasons that when Hazard is playing his best, he can help the team win titles, and he's clearly regained that form this season. It's quite amazing that it's taken this long for him to really come under contention, and while that doesn't mean he's been playing bad, it just means that quite often in this series, credited contributions are big deciding factors, and that's what's been keeping him out. This week, however, he was easily Chelsea's best player, and he showed that by scoring twice and assisting one of the goals. His first goal was textbook Hazard. Picking the ball up on the left side of the box, he cut back and powered his way past two defenders, giving him enough room for a low-driven shot across goal, which ended up neatly in the bottom right-hand corner. Pedro's run across the 6-yard box towards the ball may have tricked the keeper slightly, but from the replays it looks like he was beat already. His second was a thing of beauty, and if you blinked you missed the move. After Chelsea moved the ball about, a flick pass to Pedro was then backheeled returned to him for a 1-2. Hazard then surged towards the box, cutting in between two defenders and finishing in the exact same place just with his left foot. It was lightning quick from him and Pedro, which just left Everton wondering where it all went wrong. Hazard's assist could have been his own goal if not for what was initially a good save from Stecklenburg. Costa worked wonders in the midfield when bringing the ball down and then beating two defenders. He gave the ball to Hazard on the left side of the box. Hazard placed the shot well, but being quite far out, the keeper saves, but only enough to palm the ball to Pedro for an open goal tap-in. It was pure class from Chelsea and Hazard, who was covering the entire pitch to start or continue attacks. Getting into his stride, it was fast-paced with skill passes and runs galore for a brilliant display by Chelsea. Liverpool, however, were having none of it and restored their 1-point lead at the top of the table when they beat Watford 6-1. Mane was as crucial to Liverpool as Hazard was to Chelsea for their win after he too scored twice, and just like his London counterpart, it is surprising it has taken this long for him to be an outright option. We all know the quality he possesses, having seen him at Southampton for a few years, and now that he's in a quality side like Liverpool under a brilliant manager, he is really excelling. Liverpool have been lacking a striker, but the way their midfield are scoring is not really an issue at the moment. His first goal looked simple, but it was the precision that made it so good. After Coutinho played a short corner with Milner, he crossed the ball into the box, but it was quite short, with a lot of Liverpool players being closer to the far post. Mane stretched to meet the ball in the air and looped the ball over the keeper and into the far side of the goal to give the keeper no chance of saving it. His second was an easy tap-in, but at this stage all of Liverpool's moves were flowing with ease, and his awareness with Firmino is what made the goal. Henderson made a long pass through the midfield for Mane, who left it cleverly for Firmino, who was making his way in between the defence. Holding up the ball, he waited for Mane to make his way into the box practically unmarked before a pass across the 6-yard box provided an easy tap-in and a strong performance from Liverpool and Mane. Coutinho and Costa both deserve an honourable mention, as they too were massive influences in these matches and helped to get their respective teammates on the scoresheet and a mention this week. Ibrahimovic was the final player to score 2 goals after he ended his goal drought in Manchester United's 3-1 win over Swansea. Mourinho and United have come under a lot of criticism over the last few weeks following a string of bad results and potentially wasted money, but Ibrahimovic and Pogba both helped to silence some of the concerns. Ibra's first goal just simply caught the keeper out. After United broke on the attack, Rooney cut the ball back and held it up before passing to Ibrahimovic, who was waiting outside the box. 2 touches was all he needed to be in a shooting position, and keeping the ball low, he found the bottom left corner. But Fabianski should have done better and kept it out. The Rooney-Ibrahimovic partnership worked well again for his second goal. Ibra played Rooney through, who powered his way towards goal before giving the ball back to the former PSG man. Some close control allowed Ibrahimovic to keep the ball after a weak challenge, which he then thumped towards goal. Given the close proximity, the only way it would have been saved would be if it was hit directly at the keeper. Sometimes the easy plays are all you need, especially when the opposing team's defence isn't having a good day. So while there weren't loads of options this week, the main two of Hazard and Mane have been long awaited, but one of them is going to have to wait a bit longer. Out of the two, I think Hazard had the better game. He's always shown a strong determination, but this game he never stopped going forward and filled a space and made an option all over the pitch to keep the attacks going. They had the harder opposition, but once they started getting comfortable, they were beating Everton players with ease, and attack after attack it was Hazard getting the ball forward. Mane still had a brilliant game, and if he and Liverpool continue the way they are, I'm sure he will feature soon. So that's my thoughts, but what do you think? Leave your suggestion and reasons for Player of the Week for the 11th week in the comments below and on Twitter using the hashtag PLPW. I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more, but for now, that's your sporting lot.